Hello, and welcome to 10 Secrets to Overcoming Fear and Getting Unstuck After COVID-19, the best-selling book internationally and nationally. Chapter 8, Environment. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing the same way over and over again and expecting a different result, by Albert Einstein. Chapter 8. We must be in the best possible environment to get the best possible result. Many books have been written on the following things. I will touch on each of these subjects. You can also go online or go to bookstores or ask friends or mentors and coaches for referral sources in addition to the ones that I provide for you today. Seek out ways in which you can gain the maximum results for your environment. So the first thing I'm going to share is clean your home. Sounds simple to do, also simple not to do. Make sure that your home or room is clean and tidy. If you don't do it yourself because you don't have time or you're too sad or depressed or you just don't want to do it or you can't physically do it, then hire someone to clean it. It will be worth the investment as you will feel so much better. If you feel better, you can do better. Your mind will be clear and you will be better able to follow the other secrets outlined in the book. A second secret within the secret of environment is listening to positive music. Please listen to positive music. As they say, garbage in, then garbage out. Our body is a clearinghouse for all that comes in. If we only give it junk to consume, we can't possibly expect to produce good and powerful thoughts. I'm not saying that it has to be Hosanna music all the time, but please let it be positive. As Jim Rohn, a very well-known speaker and billionaire business coach says, and I'm paraphrasing, we can find a crust of bread in the garbage, but who has time to go looking for it there? So we want to listen to positive music that is going to cause us to be excited and move forward in our various endeavors, not music that's, using foul language and speaking about us in a derogatory manner, because that's not going to help us to move forward and win friends and influence people or overcome our fears and get unstuck. A third secret that we can use in order to empower ourselves and overcome fears and get unstuck is the secret of just simply visiting a park. Looking at nature, or if you can't go to the park because you live in a cold climate, look at pictures of greenery. We've all seen people who are very successful that have photographs of greenery on their walls, or they have waterfalls in the background. The idea is that even the sensation that is elicited when we look at the greenery is something that we want to use to empower our lives. So if you can, stop to smell a rose and marvel at the profundity of nature. There's power in this, guys. There's power in it. And you'll notice that when you go out there, you feel good. Well, there's a reason for that. Use it to empower ourselves in order to accomplish our goals and dreams. Okay, secret number 4. Within this secret of environment, what else can we do? Take a nap. There is nothing wrong with taking a short nap in the day to be more creative. Did you know that Albert Einstein, John F. Kennedy, Winston Churchill, the leader of the Great Britain during the war, and Thomas Edison, the great inventor, all of these world leaders and inventors noted that they took naps. After the naps, they were more able to come up with creative ideas. Specifically, Thomas Edison, when he was inventing the light bulb, he said when he would encounter a block where he didn't know what to do next, he would close his eyes, take a nap, and when he woke up, he had an idea of what to do to move forward. So is this something that we could use in our lives to tap into that genius that's within? Absolutely. So sometimes when I feel stressed and I feel prone to revert to old candy eating or chip eating habits, yes, I find that if I shut it all down and just take a nap, I feel better. I feel more empowered. So, guys, sometimes it's okay in the middle of the day. Take a nap, put your head down, turn off the laptop, turn off the cell phone, turn off all of the stimulation, and just relax and take a nap, just like these great men have done. So, in addition to taking a nap, another one, drink a glass of water. This is so simple. It's easy to do, guys, but it's also easy not to do. Have a glass of water nearby while you're studying or working or endeavoring to do this great accomplishment. Sometimes we can feel better after a glass of water. It's kind of like that saying, eating an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but yet we don't necessarily do it every day. Sometimes our bodies are just dehydrated, and that's why we feel confused, or that's why we feel stressed, or that's why we feel like we're not sure of what to do next. Needing water in our bodies is an essential thing. So, in order for your body to function correctly, we need to have water. So, the glass of water works wonders as well for headaches. So I have a friend who often says, I have a headache. I have a headache. And do you have any painkillers? And I'll often say, oh, just drink a glass of water. And he'll often say to me, no, 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 that's not necessary. But every time he does it, it works. And he says to me, it works. So try it. The next time you have a headache, you feel stressed, you feel like you're stuck, drink a glass of water. Another secret, moving right along, in addition to the others, is wear appropriate clothing. What do you mean, Arlene? Wear appropriate clothing? What do you mean? The clothes that I wear don't have anything to do with how I feel and how I function in the world? Well, actually, take off the black clothing and put on a color that is light and bright and healing. Yes, colors are powerful and do affect our mood. Yes, hence, color therapy is a thriving therapeutic methodology. If you go to the spas today, you'll find that many of the high end spas actually practice color therapy. So they'll put you in different color environments because they know that those environments will elicit a type of feeling or a type of energy that you didn't necessarily have if you weren't in that environment. For example, blue is calming, while red yields more optimism and energy. Do your research and determine which colors are best for you. Because, guys, it impacts us individually, the different colors. So, vivacity and vim and vigor is what I feel when I wear red, and I love to wear red. But I'll give you an example. When I was teaching in high school, it was suggested that I not wear red as it puts kids in an excitable state or an incitable environment. So they asked us to wear blue or colors that are more calming. So if this is actually a therapeutic methodology that's used for high-end spas and it's used in academia, is it possible that this is something that we could use to help us in our daily lives? Yes, this is a viable therapeutic methodology. Go online and check it out and see how it can affect you in order to move forward. Sometimes we're stressed with our kids and the kids are yelling and shouting. Oh, what colors are you wearing? What colors are you putting the kids in? How is that impacting the environment? So take a look and investigate some of these tools and tips and techniques. Moving right along, another secret. And like I said, guys, we can go more in depth, but I want to just give you a snippet of as many of them as we possibly can in the time allotted. Take a shower. Something as simple as taking a shower. When you're feeling stuck, it's just progressive. It's not progressive to just sit there and stress or feel distressed or feel anxiety. Stop and take a shower. The act of taking off the old clothes and washing yourself also serves to wash away the old mood, the old feeling. Notice that this is something that depressed people feel reluctant to do. Guys, did you know that when you're depressed, the last thing you feel like doing is taking a shower? Could there be a connection between taking a shower and literally taking off those old garments and washing away that old angst and that old fear? Or maybe too, sometimes you're around other people, you're in their environment, and some of their distress and fear and anxiety is rubbed off on you. Maybe you guys were hugging and kissing and laughing, and now you come home and you feel distressed and you don't know why. Take a shower. Take off the clothes from the outside world, from the train. Who knows who was on the train with you and interacted with you? Take a shower, okay? And put on something fresh and clean. I have also learned that taking a cold shower helps as well. So there's also a theory, a therapeutic methodology that's out there about taking cold showers to give us more energy and vivacity. And so try it. Okay, and stay in as long as you can. Many of you have heard of those people in the Arctic that jump into the water, the ice cold water, and they feel like it gives them energy and vivacity. It helps them to be more healthful. So, okay, I'm not saying go to the Arctic and jump into the ocean. I'm saying take a shower. Maybe take a cold shower and come out and see how much more energy you have, and then go back and sit down and begin writing and begin moving forward in that area. So let's say you're an athlete and in the past you just felt stuck. You just didn't feel like you could move forward. Take off the clothes, take a shower, take a nap, relax, and then come back to it and see how much more energy you have to do that very thing that you couldn't do before. And this has happened in my own life, in my academic career at times, in my business at times. I'll be at the table and I'm working diligently and I hit a roadblock. I don't know what to do next. So I turn it all off, shut it all down, go change my clothes, take a shower. And when I come back, I have more energy and greater ideas to begin typing up whatever the document was that I needed to type up, or to speak to that person that I really didn't want to speak with before because that person drains my energy. Now I'm lively. Now I'm energetic and I can go ahead and do it after that cold shower. So do not necessarily take a cold shower though on a hot day. So I did this once. I went running and it was very hot that day. And then I came back and I took that ice cold shower and I lost my voice. So don't do that, okay? If it's really, really hot outside and your body is hot, I don't recommend you going and taking a cold shower, an ice cold shower. But in general, guys, in general, take on that extra piece and see how you feel afterwards in terms of your mindset and in terms of how able you are to handle that challenging situation. Okay, get enough sleep at nighttime is the next one. There are tons of books that have been written about sleep therapy, including a recent book by the Huffington Post Press CEO regarding the importance of proper sleep. She actually was at a meeting and she was, dressed in her finest, and she literally fell down because she was so exhausted. She thought she could keep going, but when she fell down, she hit her head and got injured. And so she wrote a book about how important sleep therapy is. And for those of us who are involved with coaching and businesses, we like to push it because we hear about getting up early and going to bed late and being the best that you can be. But guys, your body needs sleep. So go and make sure that you're getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And if you're a person that needs 10 hours, then get 10 hours of sleep, evaluate it. Do the 6 hours and wake up and see how you feel. Do the 8 and see how you feel. Do the 10 and see how you feel. For some people, 10 is too much. So get to know yourself and evaluate what works for you. I can't tell you whether you need the 6 hours or the 8 hours, but I can tell you that when I do not go to bed early and then wake up early, I am off my game. I also recommend Hal Elrod's book, The Miracle Morning, which supports early rising in order to set the tone for the day. He has a system called SAVE, and S stands for silence in the morning. A stands for affirmations. V stands for visualization, which is secret number 2 in this book. Hopefully you're following the cycle and doing the secrets in order. E stands for exercise. And R stands for reading. Okay, so there's a snippet, a snapshot of what's in Elrod's book. So he's also recommending that we get sleep because this is essential. Okay, another secret, and I have 3 more left before we sign off. Take up hiking, walking, or running. Each of these is an excellent tool for getting unstuck. A trip out into the great outdoors and getting our heart rates elevated can create momentum or clarity of thought and get you moving forward. So, one of the number one secrets of all the secrets in terms of depression is getting up and walking. It's as simple as that, guys. When you're depressed, you want to get in the bed. You want to cover your head with the covers. You want to get close and turn out the lights and be alone. But guess what? What actually works is if you take the covers off, burst out, okay, and take that walk. It doesn't have to be a run. It doesn't have to be a hike, but literally going out in that sunlight and just walking, guys, 1 foot in front of the other, will help to make you feel unstuck, less depressed, less stressed. And how do I know? Because after my mom passed away and I was depressed and I was distressed, I listened to a book written by, I would love to give her credit if I could remember her name, but if you get the book, I talk about her in my book, this book, 10 Secrets to Overcoming Fear and Getting Unstuck. So go in and find her name if you really want to. But she suggested I take a walk. And I thought to myself, well, I always take walks. It's no big deal taking a walk. I don't feel like taking a walk right now, but I'm going to try it. Guys, when I tried it, I got up and I walked. When I came back, I literally felt better. While I was walking, my mind literally was beginning to feel more clear and light. The problem hadn't been resolved, but I felt better in terms of my going about handling it. I didn't feel so weighted. So I'm sharing these tools and tips with you because these are tools and tips and techniques that I've used in my life that have actually worked. Try them for yourself. The next secret that I'd like to share with you is the secret of light therapy. What? Light therapy? Is there such a thing, or are you making this up? No, there is an actual science to light therapy. Sitting outside in the sunlight and soaking up the vitamin D is great. The only way that we can gain vitamin D, guys, is through sunlight. Wow, that's the only natural way to gain vitamin D. So if we're not going out in the light, we're going to feel depressed, especially people of color. Why do I say that? Because of our sun, because of our skin. I'm sorry, not because of our sun, because of our skin. Our skin is more susceptible to absorbing the sunlight. So we need to have that sunlight. And if you ask people, when you went to the doctor last and you had your evaluation, what did the doctor say that you had a lack of? Guys, 60% of the people who are walking around that you know of are lacking vitamin D. And it's simply because we go from our houses to our cars, to the building, back to the car, to the next building, and we're not spending much time outside in the sunlight. So rather than taking a pill or doing some alternate methodology, why not just go outside in the sunlight? You will feel so much better. Take a walk in the sunlight, or just literally, as I said, sit in the sunlight, get a chair, and allow that vitamin D to be absorbed in your skin. So it says, however, if you sit underneath bright lights because you have to stay inside, even that can be helpful. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and they literally sell a lamp. And the lamp is called the happy lamp because it's a known scientific fact that if you sit under the light, you'll feel less depressed. Okay? And it's not Prozac, it's not, all of these different pills. It's literally light therapy. They sell the happy lights in Walmart as well as Bed Bath & Beyond and other places as well, I'm sure. Research it. Buying a happy light and sitting under it at home may help in shifting the mood of the entire environment. So I have a home, and in my home, I deliberately have an effort to open up the shades and allow the sunlight in. And some of us have homes where we really can't allow the sunlight in. It's just dark. Maybe your room overlooks a brick wall, another building, and so it's really not feasible for you to have the light from outside. Well, get light inside, all right? But this is essential for us to feel better, to get unstuck, and to maximize our time while we're endeavoring to accomplish our goals. So try light therapy. I'd like you to do more research on it so that you can use it to your advantage. It's simple. Like I said, it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. And also the last one, or second to last one, is have a good cry. As I said, the thing that sparked my journey was a good cry. Sometimes crying can be cathartic and clearing. Do not be afraid to cry. Do not hold back the tears. All the tears, and allow the tears, and kick those bad habits to the curb so that you can thrive like the man or the woman of greatness that you were meant to be. Another one, as I said, is consider pictures. Yes, forgive others, but also forgive yourself. You may have pictures hanging in your home of people that you do not like, have ill will towards you, or who you have ill will towards. Get those photos down. A lady shared with me how her uncle had raped her sister, but her mom still had a picture of her brother, this particular uncle, hanging in her house. Also, rule of thumb, I'm not saying that you can't have pictures of deceased loved ones hanging in the home, but if you burst into tears every time you look at the photo of your grandmother who has passed away, you need to take that photo down. Okay, another one, practice breathing. Whether you practice deep breathing as in yoga, 4, 5, 6 breathing as is suggested by Wim Hof, etc., take note of your breathing. Is it shallow and labored, or is it deep and stress-free? It is said that we cannot breathe deeply and feel stressed at the same time. So breath is important. So breathe away and get unstuck. Get a massage. My favorite type of massage is shiatsu massage. I cannot give the details of that as to why. I just feel unstuck and feel like moving forward. It works longer for me than hot stones or Swedish or deep tissue, etc. I need you to get a massage and clear away the bad energy and get unstuck. It helps me to feel unstuck and move forward. Also, like anything else, all massages are not created equal. So please make sure that you're going to a reputable place that is going to give you the best result. As a woman of color, I have been massaged at a high-end spa where the person obviously did not want to massage me. Save yourself the trouble and the wasted expense. Have a particular massage therapist who knows you and also knows your body's needs. You may also want to schedule a massage therapist that will give you the massage at home. Next secret, keep flowers and plants in your home. Try to keep fresh flowers in your home at all times. I was given a huge bouquet of flowers after emceeing an event. I put all of the flowers in a vase and it took up quite a lot of space in my dining room table. When I came around the corner and saw the flowers, I could literally feel the aliveness of the room. If you don't understand what I just said, try it and you will see. One little rose will not do the same thing, nor a dozen roses. I mean, bring the outside inside. It's a great way to have real live plants in your home if you can. It also changes the air. If you cannot have live plants in your home, then at least have fake ones. Another secret, lighting candles. Some people are moved by lighting candles. Each scent has another value. Some people use sage and incense to decrease stress, ease tension, and clear the energy so that one can move forward. There are a myriad of other scents, including sandalwood, frankincense, and many more. Taking a drive is the next secret. Take a long road trip in the car to give you the feeling of moving and getting unstuck. I have found this to be a good way to clear my mind and think. While I was grieving the loss of my mother, to clear my mind and think, I drove from New York to Upper Connecticut and I kept going. By the time I drove back, I had come to grips with the concept and I was pretty focused. And the last one, practice minimalism. That's another therapy. Get rid of old items that are no longer being used. If you have items that you're not using and that you haven't used for years, throw them away. Don't just leave them in your place. Only keep the things that you love. Throw away the things that you like. Create 3 piles: things you absolutely love, things you want to get rid of, and things that are in between. Give to goodwill will or throw away the things that you do not want. Put back the things that you do want and put into a bag and store away from sight the things that you are not sure of. If you do not go back in there and take those items out for a year, then you know you can throw them away. Okay, summary. One, conduct a deep cleaning in your home, clothing, bed linens, etc. Two, listen to upbeat music, positive music while cleaning. Three, get a feng shui expert. Okay, I am not a feng shui expert, but I do know that that is consistent with what I'm sharing with you in the book. Like this concept that if your feet are close to the door, so your bed, the angle of the bed, if the bottom of the bed is close to the door of the room, then somehow you're letting your energy out the door. Like that's the feng shui concept, which I'm not an expert of, but it's just another methodology that you can check out and investigate to see if it's something that you want to use. Four, keep only the items that you love. Throw away clutter and everything that you own that you don't either use or love. Guys, so many of us go to the stores and we'll buy things and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll just pick this up and pick that up. If you don't love it, don't pick it up. Don't buy it. Why are you bringing it into your home? Only buy the things that you love. And that way, you never have to worry about clutter. And also buy things that you'll use. So we have clothing sometimes that we never wear with the tags still on them because we really haven't found anywhere to use them. So my mom was a very careful person and a very conscientious person. So we had beautiful things in our home that we never used, beautiful china and beautiful plates that we just never used. So after she's gone, she never used them. So what do I do with them? I use them. Okay. So we're wrapping up. Thank you for listening to this chapter of the book. Please go ahead and get the book, Overcoming Fear, Getting Unstuck, and Living Your Best Life at AskArleneShow.com. And I invite you to please check us out at Ask Arlene Show on YouTube and get some coaching. Let me help you one-on-one to move forward and get unstuck in your own life. Thank you so much to you for listening to this chapter of the book and get the actual book. The audio chapters are also accessible to you through AskArleneShow.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Name some things I'll be without you, good. Stop the growth, I bet you think you could. Said you gon' leave me, man, I wish you would. Yeah, I'm different, so I'm misunderstood. So I'ma always be good. Said I'ma always